I, 32 male, need to get this off my chest while it's still fresh. My now ex-girlfriend Veronica, 27, just nuked her whole influencer career in the most spectacular way, and somehow I'm the bad guy. We'd been together about 18 months. Met her at a friend's birthday party. She was beautiful, charming, had this infectious laugh. She was just starting to gain traction as a lifestyle influencer, maybe 15,000 followers when we met. I work in logistics management, decent salary, nothing crazy but comfortable. First few months were great. She was sweet, attentive, seemed genuinely into me. Then her follower count started climbing. 20,000, 30,000. By our 1-year mark, she hit 75,000 and started getting brand deals. Small stuff at first, skincare, workout gear. That's when things shifted. Suddenly, every date needed to be content-worthy. Couldn't just grab tacos anymore. Had to be the new fusion place with the neon signs and $18 cocktails. She'd spend 20 minutes arranging the table before we could eat, getting the perfect shot. The financial stuff started subtly. Babe, my card's acting weird. Can you get this? I'll transfer you later. Spoiler, she never did. But I loved her, figured she was building her career, wanted to be supportive. About 3 months ago, she started this series called Lifestyle Level Up, where she'd showcase luxury items. Designer bags, shoes, jewelry. Her followers ate it up. Comments like goals, and your boyfriend's a keeper. Here's the thing, I wasn't buying any of it. She had this system. She'd order stuff online with her credit cards, use them for content for a few days, then return them. Or she'd borrow from PR packages she was supposed to send back. Some items were straight-up replicas she'd buy from sketchy websites. Her followers had no clue. 2 weeks ago, she posted a photo, spread titled, "When your boyfriend can't afford your lifestyle, but you make it work anyway nail polish." The post showed her with 3 designer bags, captioned with stuff like "Sometimes you gotta be your own sugar daddy," and "Not his fault he chose logistics over law school face-blowing kiss." I was at work when I saw it. My co-worker Dennis looked over my shoulder and went, "Dude, is she serious?" The comments were brutal. Half were praising her for being independent. The other half were calling me broke and telling her to level up her man too. That night, I asked her to take it down. "It's just content, Brett. Don't be so sensitive. You're literally telling 75,000 people I can't afford to date you." She rolled her eyes. "It's called relatability. My audience loves this stuff. Besides, I didn't use your name or photo. Everyone who knows us knows who you're talking about. Look, this is my job, okay? If you supported my career, you'd understand." The next morning, she posted a follow-up. A flat lay of luxury items with the caption, "Yesterday's post triggered some people's skull, but remember ladies, never shrink yourself to make a man comfortable. If he wanted to, he would." 100 points. I'd had enough. Update 1. The thing about Veronica's luxury lifestyle was that it was built on maxed-out credit cards and financial gymnastics that would make an accountant weep. After her, if he wanted to, he would post. I spent my lunch break going through my banking app. Started pulling receipts. 3 months of statements showing. Her Amex declined at Nordstrom, $3,847. Her Visa declined at Bloomingdale's, $2,231. Her MasterCard declined at a restaurant when she was treating her friends, $458. Every single time. I'd covered it. "Babe, their system must be down. My bank probably flagged it as fraud." Always an excuse. Total damage? Just over $8,500 in 3 months. Not including the regular stuff like dinners, Ubers, random Amazon purchases. But here's what really got me. Remember those designer bags in her post? I did some digging. Found the exact same items on a replica site she had bookmarked on her laptop. We're talking $300 knockoffs she was passing off as $3,000 bags. I also discovered something interesting in her email. She kept herself logged in on my iPad. 3 brands had sent her products for review with specific return dates. She was supposed to send back a $2,400 watch 2 weeks ago. A jewelry set worth $1,800 was overdue by a month. She'd been ignoring their increasingly urgent emails. That evening, she was doing a live stream from our apartment, showing off her curated minimalist jewelry collection. aka the stuff she was supposed to return. After she ended the stream, I made my decision. We need to talk. She barely looked up from her phone. Can't wait? My engagement is fire right now. No, it can't. Something in my voice made her look up. I want you out. She laughed. Actually laughed. What? Because of my posts? Brett, grow up. No, because you're a fraud. And you're using me to fund your fake lifestyle while publicly humiliating me. I'm not moving out over some social media drama. You're being ridiculous. Good thing the lease is in my name then. Her face went pale. You can't just kick me out. Actually, I can. You're not on the lease. You have 30 days, legally. But I'd prefer if you left sooner. She started crying. Not sad tears, angry tears. After everything I've done for you? I made you interesting. Before me, you were just some boring logistics guy nobody knew existed. Yeah, I was. And I was happy. She stormed into the bedroom. 20 minutes later, she came out with her phone. Fine. You want to play? Let's play. Update 2. That night, Veronica went nuclear on Instagram. Posted a tearful story about how her narcissist boyfriend was kicking her out because he was threatened by her success. Said I was financially controlling and emotionally abusive. The word salad of therapy speak was impressive. Her followers rallied. My Instagram, which I barely used, got flooded with DMs calling me trash, broke, abusive, you name it. Someone found my LinkedIn and started messaging my company. But Veronica made a critical error. In her rage posting, she included a photo of herself crying in our apartment, and visible in the background was her laptop. Open on the screen? The replica website. Clear as day. One of her followers noticed and commented, "Girl, is that SupremeReplicas.com on your laptop?" Eyes. Veronica deleted the story, but screenshots were already circulating. That's when I decided to enter the chat. I went to her original "Can't Afford Your Lifestyle" post and commented, "Hey, everyone, Brett here, the broke boyfriend. Quick clarification. Those 3 designer bags? Never bought them. Here's a fun screenshot compilation of declined transactions from the actual purchase attempts, followed by MY payment confirmations. Swipe for all 17 instances in the past 90 days. Total, $8,500 plus. Also, PSA 2 at Watch Brand X, at Jewelry Brand Y, and at Handbag Brand Z. Your PR products are in Apartment 4B if you want to collect them. They were due back weeks ago. Victory and I attached everything. Bank statements with her name. Declined transactions. My payments. The emails from brands asking for their products back. Even threw in a screenshot of the replica website with her order history visible. Then I turned off my phone and went to bed. Update 3. Woke up to chaos. Veronica's post had blown up, but not how she wanted. The comment section was a bloodbath. Her followers were turning on her. The replica website screenshot was everywhere. People were tagging the brands she'd been reviewing. But the real kicker? Someone had found her old posts from before we dated. Girl was living in a studio apartment with 3 roommates, shopping at Target, posting about budget meal prep. Her entire luxury lifestyle started exactly when we began dating. By noon, she'd lost 12K followers and counting. The brands responded publicly. Watch Brand X commented, "Thank you for bringing this to our attention. We take product loan agreements seriously and will be pursuing the return of our items immediately." Jewelry Brand Y was less diplomatic. Authenticity is core to our brand values. We do not associate with individuals who misrepresent products or engage in deceptive practices. Veronica tried damage control. Posted a Notes app apology about being caught up in the pressure of social media and losing sight of what's real. Said she was taking time to reflect and grow. Then she called me. Not crying anymore, full rage mode. "You destroyed my career. Do you understand what you've done?" I posted receipts. "That's all. I have contracts, Brett. Partnerships. They're all pulling out. Maybe you should have thought about that before you posted about me being broke while spending my money. I'll sue you for defamation." Truth is an absolute defense, Veronica. Everything I posted is documented. She hung up, but it wasn't over. That afternoon, I got a call from her mother, Gloria. "Brett, sweetheart, what's going on?" Veronica's hysterical. I explained the situation. Gloria was quiet for a long moment. "So, She hasn't been paying for any of those nice things she's been showing us. No, Gloria. And those brands want the products back. Yes. Oh dear. She told us she was making 6 figures from sponsorships. We co-signed her car lease based on that income. Turns out, Veronica had been lying to everyone. Update 4. The next few days were absolutely unhinged. Veronica refused to leave the apartment. Instead, she tried to flip the script by going live on Instagram, claiming I was holding her belongings hostage and forcing her to stay in an unsafe environment. Problem was, viewers could see her sitting comfortably on our couch, eating takeout I'd ordered. Someone commented, "Girl, you don't look very hostage while eating sushi RN." She ended the live immediately. The brands weren't playing. Watch Brand X sent a courier to the apartment. When Veronica refused to answer the door, they waited in the lobby for 3 hours until she tried to leave. The confrontation was memorable. She tried to claim the watch was a gift, but they had the loan agreement with her signature. Jewelry brand Y took a different approach. They posted her photo on their Instagram story with urgent. This individual has failed to return borrowed products valued at $1,800. Please report any sightings of our Celestial Collection pieces. Her influencer friends started distancing themselves. Her bestie Nadia, 98K followers, posted a story saying she was shocked and disappointed and needed to reevaluate certain friendships. Meanwhile, I was getting interesting DMs. 3 of her ex-boyfriends reached out, all with similar stories. She'd dated them, drained their bank accounts, posted about their inadequacies, then moved on when they caught on. One guy, Terrence, sent me screenshots from 2 years ago, exact same playbook. "Watch out," he wrote. When I kicked her out, she tried to claim I stole $10,000 worth of her belongings. Had to get security cameras to prove she took everything when she left. So I installed a Ring camera in the living room, clearly visible. Told Veronica it was for both our protection. She was furious but couldn't really argue. Day 5 of her refusing to leave, I served her with a formal eviction notice. She had 30 days, but I was documenting everything in case I needed it for court. That night, she made one last desperate play. Posted a GoFundMe titled, "Starting Over After Domestic Financial Abuse." Goal, $25,000. The description was a masterpiece of fiction about how I controlled her finances and sabotaged her career out of jealousy. She raised $47 in 6 hours. Someone donated $1 with a comment, "For acting classes because this performance isn't convincing anyone." The real death blow came the next morning. A major T channel on YouTube picked up the story. The video title, "Fake Flexing Influencer Exposed by Fed Up Boyfriend." The receipts are wild. 2.3 million views in 48 hours. Her follower count dropped to 31K and falling. Update 5. Veronica finally broke on day 8. I came home from work to find her packing. Not just packing, panic packing. Throwing stuff in garbage bags, makeup everywhere, crying actual tears this time. What changed? She looked up, mascara streaking. "MX is suing me." Turns out, she'd been doing this scheme with multiple credit cards. Buying stuff, claiming fraud, getting refunds while keeping products. MX's fraud department had been investigating for months. My public receipts apparently gave them the final evidence they needed. They want $43,000, Brett. $43,000, plus legal fees. How did you even? It was supposed to be temporary, just until the brand deals got bigger. I was going to pay it all back. The delusion was remarkable. She left that night, took her garbage bags of stuff, and moved back with her parents. But not before one final tantrum. "You could have just minded your own business. We could have been a power couple." Veronica, we were never a couple. I was your ATM with a pulse. She tried to slap me. I stepped back. The Ring camera caught everything. "I hope you're happy being nobody again," she screamed. Ecstatic, actually. After she left, I did a deep clean of the apartment. Found thousands of dollars in tags she'd removed from items. Empty luxury shopping bags she'd been saving for photos. A notebook where she'd actually written out fake scenarios for content, including "Brett surprises me with Cartier, emotional story time." Posted one final update on Instagram. She's moved out. For those asking, No, I'm not happy this happened. I loved her, or who I thought she was. But sometimes people show you who they really are, and you have to believe them. To everyone going through something similar, document everything, trust your gut, and don't let anyone make you feel worthless for not funding their fantasy. Peace out. Victory and got over 100K likes. My follower count went from 200 to 15K overnight. Deleted the app. Don't need that in my life. Final update. It's been 3 months. Figured I'd give one last update since people keep demanding asking what happened. Veronica's influencer career is completely dead. She tried rebranding as a financial literacy advocate, the irony, but nobody was buying it. Last I checked, she was down to 8K followers and dropping. She posts maybe once a week, usually motivational quotes about resilience and rising from ashes. The legal stuff got messy. Amex pursued their case. From what I heard through mutual friends, she had to declare bankruptcy. Her parents had to deal with the car lease they co-signed. She'd been months behind on payments, just shuffling money around to stay afloat. The brands got most of their stuff back, though jewelry brand Y had to eat the loss on a few pieces she'd already sold. They blacklisted her across the industry. She's essentially unhireable in the influencer/marketing space. About a month after she moved out, she tried one more play. Posted a long video called My Truth, Surviving. Financial abuse, where she tried to spin the whole thing as me being controlling with money. The comments section destroyed her. Someone even pulled court records showing her bankruptcy filing with the real debt amounts. The video was deleted within hours. Her ex-boyfriend Terrence reached out again last week. Said she tried hitting him up, asking to catch up over coffee. He blocked her immediately. Gloria, her mom, actually called to apologize last month. Said they had no idea how deep Veronica's lies went. Found out she'd been telling them I was heir to some logistics empire, that we were planning to buy a house together. They're in therapy now, trying to figure out where they went wrong. Me? I'm good. Better than good, actually. The apartment feels like mine again. Started dating someone new, Diana, an accountant who thinks influencers are ridiculous and pays for her own dinner. It's refreshing. My company actually gave me a raise after all this. My boss said anyone who could handle that level of drama while maintaining spreadsheet accuracy deserve hazard pay. Dennis from accounting high-fives me every time he sees me. The wildest plot twist? A documentary filmmaker reached out. They're doing a piece on fake it till you make it culture and wanted my story. Offered me $15,000 for an interview. I said no, just want to move on. But I did keep one thing from the relationship. That Ring camera. Best $99 I ever spent. Not for security, just as a reminder. Sometimes the red flags are designer knockoffs, declined credit cards, and someone telling the world you're not enough while spending your money. Lesson learned. Peace out for real this time.